For some riders, the cobbles of Northern Europe are a fearsome obstacle to victory or self-preservation. But for Lars Boom, one rider on stage 5 of the 2014 Tour de France, a rain-soaked day presented a golden opportunity.
Yes, that feeling is hard to describe. It was unbelievable actually, and very special to win there, especially in that kind of weather, and with all the guys that competed, of course. So looking at all that, it was very special.
Having two classic specialists in the Belkin Tour team, a decision was made to allow them to attack the day instead of riding in support of the team's GC ambitions.
Within the team at Belkin, we made clear that Van Marker and myself have kind of a free role, and we can do whatever we want to do, or at least try, to win the stage in our way. So we didn't have to stay with Bauke or Lawrence, and that was pretty clear to all of us. That was great to know because we could do what we needed to do, and had some support of our teammates.
Although the pavé of Paris-Roubaix was present in the Tour, the conditioning for covering a Grand Tour stage and a one-day classic is very different.
Well, that stage was 150 kilometres, I think. And a classic is, of course, easily 200 kilometres, or even 260 kilometres. So that is a big difference. And in a classic race, you're top fit and super motivated. And you start the race really fresh. But in the Tour, you don't have that. There you already have raced some stages. And that is asking a lot of your body, those first couple of days of the Tour. So that is a big difference.
The 30-year-old rode for the same Dutch team since under-23 level. But in 2015, he moved to Astana. To the outside world, it may appear to be a big change. But how different is it really?
I think work-wise, it's all about training, but I think that is a good thing. And I don't think it's always been the same. Of course, the training and that sort of thing is different because we're working with Italian coaches. So, changing to this team, there's not been much difference in my training. What my feeling says, and how the team is looking and acting, it's all really good. They leave me alone as much as possible, so I can prepare myself for the classics without any stress.
Given the experience required to win the biggest of the Northern Classics, that preparation naturally involves racing.
Flanders and Roubaix are the races where I want to be good. But the weeks prior to these races, you need to have a high level. So I think if you race E3 or Genk-Wevelgem, you could be in good shape already. So you have to race for the win there. Otherwise you'll not be ready.
So he has to be ready, but he isn't the only one. The presence of Boom's teammates could be a key factor.
Well, I think that Lawrence de Vreese, for example, have to help me in the later stages of the race. Same thing for Smukelis and the other riders who will race. They need to be sharp from the beginning of the race and be around us so we don't waste a lot of energy.
In the cobbled classics, riders often face treacherous conditions. But while some see a problem, others find an advantage.
Of course, I hope for bad weather during Roubaix. But I actually really don't care because last year, in dry weather, I finished 4th.
The 2015 Classic season saw a new generation of riders tasting success. So in order for Lars to join the elite group of monument winners, he'll have to fend off not only fresh talent, but also experience.
Degenkolb isn't here anymore due to that accident, of course. So I think he will not be racing this year, and he is a really good rider. But there is a large group of riders that are really strong, I think. Cancellara is looking strong at this moment, and Christoph again. And Terpstra, of course, and probably Boonen. So there are a lot of guys who will ride for the win.
So with all that in mind, how prepared is he feeling?
Well, I think I had good preparation, because I did Australia, the Cyclocross World Championships, Dubai and Qatar. So I have a lot of race days in my legs, which I had last year as well. Now I will train hard for the next 2 weeks at home to prepare. So looking at this, I think this is good preparation for the Classics.